How's it going? See what we can do here. This is going to be all about love. We're going to look into the next relationship you're going to be in, what that's going to be like, what the partner is going to be like. If you have any questions about your next relationship, this is kind of that time. So start asking the questions. I got you. We got the Romance Angels here. We got the Celestial Tarot here, the Rider-Waite Tarot, of course, and the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Oh, and the Tarot of the New Vision. So, what's coming towards me in the next 20 days? You have a love question? You have a love question? By any chance, you got a love question? I know you got a love question. Are we talking about love the next 20 days? What are we talking about? Hi. Do you have a love question? I kind of want to focus on love tonight. Like, what's your next relationship going to be like? Who's it going to be with? That's what we want to know, right? That's what pretty much everyone wants to know, I feel like. So, it's a question I get all the time. Who's the next person? Who's the next person I'll most likely have a committed relationship with that will lead to marriage? Okay, so let's break this question down. A commitment. Next committed relationship. Don't know if it'll lead to marriage. We don't know if you'll ever get married, but let's look into this and see what this next relationship is going to be like for you. Then we can dive a little deeper with the tarot, of course. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So maybe that's like me you're asking for support from. No, I'm kidding. But you know, it could be a mutual friend that you end up getting with. That could be what we're talking about here. Who's the person you want to know? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you won't get married. It's just that we don't know for sure. So to like ask, what's my next serious relationship that will lead to marriage? Like, those are two different questions, you know what I mean? And then we're assuming that that's going to happen, but we don't know that yet. So we kind of have to just ask about that relationship and see where that takes us, you know? And maybe that'll lead to marriage, maybe it won't. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So it looks like that person we're talking about here, that is a mutual friend of yours or something, or like you meet through mutual friends. It seems like that next person, like the next person you date we're talking about, that's probably not going to be a person that it lasts with. I mean, it could. I've seen that happen before, like gotten that card for like long-term relationships. It's just that like things kind of, you know, get like, sorry, there's like situations, you know, there's rough patches like every other relationship. So it just may seem that way right now, but it may not really be that way for sure. Like always, it may not be doomed to shit, you know? It's just basically saying like there's going to be some rough patches, and it may seem at some points like it's not gonna last. So you may not feel like, okay, this, you know, is the one or not. You may feel like this person isn't the one, but really it could be. So well, let's see about marriage for you. Will marriage happen? What can you tell us about marriage for Demaya? I can definitely ask. I'm just saying it was, you know, it's two separate questions because I can't really ask that and it wouldn't be valid. It wouldn't be accurate. So let's see. What about marriage for you? What can we pick up on for you? Will this happen? Love yourself first. Okay, this card usually comes out when you're fixated on getting married. And what you need to be more fixated on is you know, loving yourself first, obviously, because this is like a fixation that you're really wanting. And a lot of times when we really want something like that, it kind of doesn't happen in a healthy way, or we settle, you know, things like that. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So this could be a past person, a past relationship that you end up getting married to, but it's basically saying that you need to love yourself before you can get married, because it's just going to be better that way. If you get married when you don't, you know, do that self-work, it's going to be unhealthy, it's not going to last, or it's just going to be a bad news. You know, you need to, that's why the cards are saying about your marriage situation, it's saying love yourself first, because that's a big deal. That's something that you really need to be considering, or things are just not going to be, you know, happily ever after. I mean, they can't be, you know? So that's probably why you know, the cards are saying that, because they're trying to get your attention in that way. So let's see. What's coming toward me in the next 20 days? Well, we'll go ahead and do that too. Since, you know, we don't have to do love, but that's just, you know, that's just fun to do love, I personally think. But I guess you guys don't think so. No. I know there's people out there that think that, but let's see. So for Timur, what's coming for you in the next 20 days? Basically, you're taking action on things that you need and want. So you're trying to get your needs met, you're trying to do something you enjoy doing, and basically this is going to lead you in a direction of wanting to take more action, and I think you should do that, because maybe you haven't been taking action in ways that you know, would think would, you know, progress you further in your life. But that's what you need to be doing, that's what you're going to be focused on. Very much, you know, taking action. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of moves being made. There's a lot of decisions being made. You're not sitting there and waiting. You know, you're taking action. You're doing something about it. And we also have someone maybe offering you something emotional, like emotionally supportive. It could be you as well offering someone something emotionally supportive, like a younger person or a younger child. Whoever would be the younger one, I guess, would be the one receiving, because the Six of Cups here. So basically you're either giving or you're receiving some kind of emotional support. So I feel like this kind of goes with saying, like, you are feeling like this is all you, like, being aligned with what you need to be doing to make yourself happy, or like getting your needs met. And so basically when you do that, when you do what you need to do for yourself, it puts you on this path of, like, you're able to kind of, you know, lead yourself in a way that makes it easier for you in your life to get your needs met, because you're actually listening to yourself. So then you get these people in your life that support you, and everything kind of seems a lot better because of that. You really need to take action, because I feel like you haven't been taking certain actions that you've known you needed to take for yourself. Maybe it's hard for you to accept that you matter. It's hard for you to accept that you, like, have needs too that need to be, you know, acknowledged and paid attention to. And but it seems like you're going to be doing that. You're going to be paying attention to those things in the next 20 days, and that should actually help you out a lot. So and people will support you in what you're doing, it seems like. So okay. Want to know about my career? Okay, Mahima. What about your career here? Let's see. What do we need to know about her career? Anything? What do we need to know about her career here? Want to know about my career? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so it looks like you are looking elsewhere. Like right now it seems like you're going to be looking elsewhere. Like I see you being very focused on material items and money. Either that, or you're going to be making money. You know, you're going to be pretty well off. Not like wealthy or anything, but you know, he's got what he needs, and a little bit more too. So either you're very fixated on this whole, you know, idea of having money, or like a little too much, or it's saying basically you're going to be in his position of having basically what you need and a couple extras. So but I feel like in order for you to get to that point, you're going to need to look elsewhere for something that's more satisfying. Because right now you really are trying to go on this journey, like you need to be going on a journey, because right now whatever you're doing is really not jiving with you inside. Like you just don't feel like it's the thing for you. And I feel like what this thing is going to lead you to, this solo journey, is going to lead you to something from your past. Like basically, you know, something you had to put on the shelf, something you felt like was just too hard for you to accomplish, like it was just too much school, or like you just had to, you know, put it on the back burner for a while and, you know, do some other job to make, you know, ends meet. But right now I feel like the best thing for you to do would be to find that thing that you're passionate about, and I feel like it is something that you kind of put away from the past, just so that you can kind of make money and focus on your job. But this job that you have now is really not satisfying, and if you don't have a job now, your jobs just haven't been satisfying, you know, and you're just looking for something. You need to be looking for something that you're passionate about, and I feel like that's where the money's at. That's where you're going to feel better and put it, you know, give all your energy to it, and that's going to make you money, you know, because you're going to be very dedicated to it. So that's what you need to know about your career, is that basically you are in a position that you need to like find what you really like to do so that you can really just thrive in that. Okay. What will my future husband be like? I missed that one for Mel. So basically, we don't know if you're gonna have a future husband. And I'm just saying that because it's just the truth. We can't just ask that question. So what I will ask though is that, you know, what's the energy around you getting married in the future, first of all? And what is this person going to be like? And if we're not, so we'll see basically with the cards, we will see, oh, the marriage card just came out. It fell on the ground, but it was there. So I would say, yeah, you probably will be getting married, but let's see what this person's like. I mean, to me, that's like that's just very clear. You know, you see the marriage card, it could be a Taurus person. What will they be like? How will she know who this person is? Does she know the person? Oh, no. Well, it looks like things are kind of, like one of you is giving more than the other. I feel like it's not a very balanced relationship. There is money, but it's one of your guys' money. It's not both of your guys' money working together. It seems more like it's one person who is taking care of the other and kind of feels power because of that. And it also, you know, the first card we get is Nine of Swords here. So that tells me right away that there's sorrow in the situation, there's stress in the situation. You feel basically like, you know, you're stuck, like there's nothing you can really do to improve the situation, or you're just sitting there at night, like up at night, and if not literally up at night, then throughout the day, it's just weighing heavily on you. You're thinking like, okay, how can I like improve this marriage? How can I make this situation better? I feel like I just can't really do anything, and it's just very frustrating, and it's very sad, you know. So that's you sitting there kind of sad about that. And I do see that money is stable in the connection. Like, you know, somebody is really hanging on to, like, they know how to hold on to money. They're not, you know, frivolous with it. They're not going to go and spend it and not have rent to pay. But you know, it's one person has more than the other person has, and I feel like the person who has more feels like they're better than the other person, and that could lead to some difficulties. So that could be why the Nine of Swords is there. So you know, just be careful with that. It seems like this person, we can also look at the romance angels, but it could be you who has more money and maybe you look at them as less than or something. But, you know, it seems like you will be the one who's sorrowful since, you know, you're the one asking. But that's what, you know, we're asking what they'll be like. That's pretty much the gist of the relationship. Let's see what the romance angels have to say about it too. Tell me the gist of this relationship that she will have, or Mel, she or he, will have in the future, this marriage. If this is to come, to be, then what can you tell us about it? What do we need to know about it? What do we need to know about it? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So that's interesting. So I feel like, yeah, it's going to be good at first, and it's something that you feel like you can really kind of explore your emotions and your feelings, and, you know, you can get to know this person, and that's going to be a good thing. I just, you know, in the long term, it seems like it could turn sour. Let's see what else we can get out of this. It seems like at first you would really be enjoying the connection, and obviously that's probably why you get married to the person. So, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So it seems almost like this is a connection of like things will happen. This is just like any other relationship though, you know, things will happen, you know, actions need to be taken and people need to step up and start doing certain things to make it better. And one person feeling like they're better in this situation just basically tells me that one person thinks they don't have to do certain things while the other person really should show more because they just don't have, you know, what the other person has, and they're making you feel bad about that. So it's kind of like a no-win situation. I just feel like either way, it's somebody who thinks that they don't have to put in as much effort because they have more money and they're taking care of things more financially. So they just feel like they are better, and that's a very negative kind of feeling in a marriage. You know, you don't want that kind of like, you know, situation at all. So, of course, you know, anything can change at any time, and it's going to be up to you what you decide to do. And if you decide to even marry this person when that time comes, or whatever, you know, you could be feeling completely different around that time that it happens or the person presents themselves to you. So just keep that in mind, that this isn't doomed to shit. It just means that this is what it looks like right now. And basically, that's the energy we're getting for that question. So, but don't feel discouraged. You know, we do have free will. We can change our lives at any time. It really just takes our effort. You know, make the effort, right? It really just takes us participating in our own lives. Like, remember, these are cards, these are energies, this is right now. Everything changes all the time, so just don't, you know, if you want it to be different, then make it different. You know, it's up to you, it really is. So don't feel like you're doomed, okay? General love reading for Phantom Punk. Tell me about love for him. For Gemini. Okay, it looks like, you know, something could be coming in pretty soon for you. But you are in your head a lot right now, and you're kind of back and forth. Like, I feel like if this thing presents itself to you, you may see it and recognize, like, oh, that makes me happy, this person makes me happy, and this could be a good thing, but you're iffy about it. You're back and forth. Should I stay single? Should I date this person? Should I give it a try? Should I just, you know, keep myself in this comfort zone I've been in because it's safer, and I know that being in a relationship can hurt, you know? You're very in your head about it. You're thinking so much about it. I would say, you know, do what you need to do in regards to thinking about it, but also don't be afraid to take action after you've thought about it. Like, put that shit to work in your life. You know, don't just sit there and think about it, you know? I mean, it's up to you what you do, but it seems like you could really enjoy something here. I mean, Ten of Cups is like complete happiness all the way around. Things are good, and you're just not really ready to give it a chance yet, which is totally okay. It's just, you know, I feel like this could be a good thing for you. It's up to you whether or not you're going to miss out on it, or you're going to just, you know, choose to take the next one. But it looks like something good could be coming in for you, and it just looks like you're a bit hesitant if you at all take the chance. If anything, you're a bit hesitant to take the chance to even let yourself feel that way again about anybody and get involved in a relationship again. This is also you kind of waiting for more information, so take it slow with the person. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. If the person's not understanding about that, well then too bad. You know, you really don't trust people right now, and you just have to take some time to get to know them first so that you can feel more comfortable, and that's a totally normal thing. No one should be trying to push you to do otherwise. You know, if that's how you feel and that's what you need to do, go ahead and do that, and they should be understanding about that. And if they're not, well, then you just cut your losses and oh well, you know? Of course, you could do whatever you want. I'm just saying, you know, there's solutions to these problems. It's not the end of the world. If you want to take it slow, that's a good idea. There's nothing wrong with that, so don't let anyone tell you there's anything wrong with that and try to convince you otherwise. So, okay. What's up for me for the rest of the year? Very quickly, changes are going to happen. Okay, it looks like heartbreak's coming in a person who is very stubborn. And, you know, this person that hurts you, it's like they're not going to see it your way. They're not really trying to compromise. They're not really trying to say sorry. They're not really trying to understand where you're coming from. So just be aware of that. It's like something where somebody's just kind of like hurting you, and they're really not going to have anything to say about it. I mean, all they want is to win. So it is a very hurtful situation. I'm sorry to like have to say that to you, but it looks like there's some kind of a loss here, and this person isn't really trying to make you feel better about it, or, you know, try to like understand the way you feel. They're just trying to win. They're just trying to be on top. So just try not to take it personal, because it really isn't. That is not a good guy or a girl. That is not somebody that you need to care about so much, you know, and let it hurt you like that, because they're really not worth your time. They're a very negative person, and that's a very negative way to act. And they don't really care about anything else but winning. So it's really like they don't have really close relationships with many people at all, you know, and it's no exception with you. Even if it seemed like it was really close, obviously they can't even put their ego down for enough time to really, you know, show you how much they really say they care. You know, they can't really put it to action, you know, because that kind of shows that they really just care about winning, and that's ugly. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down the list, you guys. I might miss a few. If I do, just ask again, you know, just be like, hello, like, just keep asking your question, and I'll see it as I go down, you know, don't worry about it. We'll get to everybody. So why did he randomly ask, or why did he randomly text me, what does he want from me? Let's see. He wants something new with you because he's been disappointed in the past. This could be relating to you or other relationships, but basically I don't see that he's very committed to it anyway. It seems like he's going to run off as soon as he can get your attention and get you to kind of be into him again. I think that it's probably a better idea that you don't start this up again. It seems like, you know, they're not very committed to it from the get-go. So, I mean, it kind of seems like a game to me. Like they're trying to figure out, they're very to themselves, but they're trying to figure out how to get you back. And you're obviously showing signs that you're not doing that this time. And so, yeah, they're thinking a lot about the past, and they're trying to, like, formulate a situation that will get you to kind of be interested in them again. I don't think it's a good idea, though, because it kind of seems like they're just not really about relationships in a serious way. And with you, it's no exception. It just seems a lot like they're playing a game. Okay. What's coming for me in love relationship? You are waiting for someone or something, you know, like a relationship. It could be, I know, sorry, Jenna, it's all good. I'm just, you know, going with it. So basically we have this situation where either you're waiting for a certain person, or you're waiting around for a certain person to come into your life, or, you know, someone from your past to come back. Or you could just be waiting for, you know, love in general. But basically, when you do find that, it's like you're creating a situation where it's conflicting with, you know, basically what you really want, with something good. You know, it's something very argumentative. There's more than one person involved. Not saying with the romance, but with the whole situation, there's like conflict for some reason. And I think it's because you're waiting for something. You have an ideal in your head, you know what I mean? And when you have an ideal in your head, it's kind of like it's not going to be exactly that ideal when you do find it. So it's very disappointing. And this could cause a lot of different problems between you and other people, whatever those problems may be. It just doesn't seem like it's a good situation for you to be waiting. Whatever you're waiting for, it's not what you're thinking it's going to be. You know, and I do see more than one person involved exchanging ideas here. It could be a third-party situation as well. And that could make some more sense why there's a bunch of people fighting here and there's all this conflict. So I feel like you're waiting for an ideal situation, like a love situation to happen in your life. And once you get that situation, you know, it's not exactly what you had hoped and planned yet. And it's really just, it's kind of like a fantasy. It's kind of like an addiction to the ideal. Like, it's really not what it is. You know, it's really not what you had wanted it to be, but you're so, like, stuck on wanting it to have been that you really can't see it any other way, and that causes problems. You know, you can't let yourself be blinded. It seems like it's just a situation that you kind of have manifested because you want it so bad. That's why you can't be waiting around for things to happen, because you don't know if they're going to, you know? You gotta just make things happen for yourself. Okay. Can I have a general love reading? Libra energy or balancing. Okay, it could be a very, very caring person in your life, but a person you've had conflicts with in the past. Either you care about this person a lot, or they care about you, but they're just very ego-driven, and they're very much, like, it blocks their ability to be caring because they're so focused on how they look, or winning, or just something about, like, not looking like the one who has the last word, or the failure, or the one who got fucked over. Like, they want to make themselves, you know, they want to protect themselves, and so that kind of blocks them from really showing any kind of care for you that could be genuine. Because I feel like underneath they could be a really caring person, but it's just this whole thing about their ego that they just don't want to get hurt. Maybe they've been hurt, and it's just something that you really can't do anything about to fix. It's really just about them. But this situation could be involving a Libra. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It could be an air sign. I also have air, so we have Libra, which is air, or water. And the other air signs as well, Gemini, Aquarius. I don't see earth or fire here. Either way, it looks like this situation is kind of like a karmic situation, like this is the way it's supposed to be. Like this is what it's come to, and this is just what it is for now, and you just have to take it as it comes. But you cannot change this person, and you cannot make them into your ideal or something that it's going to work for you. You know, if they don't work for you, then they don't work for you, and right now, you know, there's really not, well, at any time, there's really not much you can do about that. You know, you got to just take it for what it is and decide if you want to deal with it or not. Who will I have a committed relationship with? Let's see if we can't find a sign. Well, I definitely see a committed relationship of some sort. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, since we have the cups there. Tell me about this person that she's with. Okay. It's back and forth, hot and cold. You're putting it to rest, but really I feel like it is kind of up to you. Like you're weighing your options. You may have more than one option. And it looks like yeah, I see the Lovers too. It could be a Gemini, but basically, which is even more duality. But it's like you're kind of weighing your options here. Like, should I keep doing this, or should I just put it to rest? Like, I feel like it's a pretty stressful situation that you just are always hot and cold, up and down. It could be you that's kind of feeling like your emotions are hot and cold, or up and down, or like, you know, you keep getting a change of heart or something. That could be what it is too. It might not be them, you know, it could be you. So just keep that in mind. You might have this up and down period where you just feel really strongly about them, and then you're kind of over it, and you're not really sure like what the hell to do or how the hell to proceed forward. It's in the drawer. It's in the the drawer closest to the door. But yet again, you know, there is love there. Aries energy. Also a person who's very responsible and defensive. So even maybe controlling they could be. You're wondering if you should put this to rest, but you keep going back and forth between you love them, you want to defend the situation, and you also just feel like you want to put it to rest, but you don't know which one to do, and that's why you're weighing your options. So it seems like overall it's a very stressful situation. Like it's not going to have much, like even though this is here, it's kind of like it's chaotic, and it's not a stable situation. You never know where you stand with the person. So, you know, it could be a situation where you just have to decide if you really want to deal with that or not. Which some of you, well, since I'm reading for one person, you may very well deal with that for a long period of time, that back and forth, that up and down. But basically, you know, it's got to be something that, you know, it's up to you if you want to stay in it or not. And really, it doesn't seem like you're going to want to. At least with the energies around it, like, would you want to? Probably not. So you got to just be careful with who you choose and who you choose to spend your time with. You know, get to know the person first. It seems like they don't get along well with others. Very much so. But yet again, I feel like there's a lot of love there. At least you're feeling like there is. You know, you feel very strongly about them. Maybe, you know, at time when things are good, things are good. But when things are bad, things are bad. You guys, I just see a lot of breakup, makeup. I see a lot of you running away and coming back, and you know, it's not just them running away, it's you as well. Because you're unsure, but that's because you never know where you stand with them. So it's kind of just a very stressful situation. So anyone that gives you like a lot of stress in your life, that's the person we're talking about. Will you please tell me what are Stefan's current true feelings and intentions toward me? Well, he wants to manifest something. Yep. Okay, so he's trying to decide. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful. Stefan is considering flirting with you or getting to know you better. He's going to try to approach you and try to, like, you know, ask you out. Something along those lines of, like, flirting or trying to get to know you, trying to court you, you know. And also I feel like he does want to manifest something. Like, manifestation of love is on his mind. And he's really just trying to figure out what can he do to make this happen. What actions does he need to take to create this situation? This could also mean that he's got other options and that you are just one of them. Because this card doesn't really, at the bottom, doesn't really tell us that he's very dedicated to one person. It just means he's going to try to get you into his life in a romantic way, basically. So, yeah, and then we got this underneath. So I would be careful. I think that he probably thinks of you as an option, it seems like an option out of many, and I don't know if you really want to put up with that. I mean, but it seems like he's going to be very interested in you and he's going to try to make that happen. I just don't know if you're the only person he's going to try to make it happen with. It kind of seems like not that way. It kind of seems like you're one of them. Why does my ex pop up in every reading? Were they an Aries person? Basically, it's fucking with your stability because you wanted it to manifest into something like that it isn't manifested into. You know, it's something, but you know, it's something you've had a lot of hope and faith for, but it's like basically it's something that you put to rest, and I think it has control over you right now. Like, it's a bit consuming for you, and so that's probably why it's, you know, being thought about and coming out in your readings a lot, because you're very fixated on it and you keep asking about it or you keep thinking about it. Whether or not you want to, it just keeps coming back up. And you know, sometimes there's not much we could do about that, but it just seems like that's the only reason. Like, there's no weird significance. It just seems like, you know, it's a situation where it's fucking with your stability now, and it's fucking with your sense of self, and it really needs to be let go of if you can in any way. Just kind of let that go, because it seems like it's really not the thing that's good for you. What's the message about impurity around? Heartbreak, loss, someone not able to kind of take care of themselves or find the resources they need to take care of themselves, and it's a loss and it's a heartbreak, and it could be talking about a job, although it kind of seems like it's a bit more emotional than that. But you know, anything could happen. It just seems like there's a loss here, there's a pain, yeah, and a betrayal, and someone needs to take responsibility, and no one is doing that. So it's obviously this energy that's lingering, and it's like you're trying to figure it out, but it's really not. It's almost like it doesn't want to be figured out. Someone was fucked over and someone wants answers and they're not getting them. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So stop trying to control stop trying to, you know, figure it out so much. It's there, you feel it's there, you know it's there. Now it's all about just, you know, letting go of your control, knowing you don't have control over it. All you have control over is yourself. So you meditate on it, you clear the energy, you use sage, you know, you do what you need to do to clear the energy. But this impurity can only hurt you if you let it. It can only hurt you if you believe it can, you know? So this is up to you to kind of let go of your trying to control that situation. Let it be what it is, and, you know, continue doing you. Continue doing the work that you do. Or, you know, how you help other people or whatever it is throughout the day, you know? Do you. The things you do. Okay, will I get back together in a committed relationship with my love? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. You might. Or it could just be you're hoping that it does, and your romantic feelings deserve exploring, but maybe with a new person. You know, because you're beating a dead horse with this. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So if this person that we're talking about, your ex here, is like someone like it's your type, I would say we're talking about a new person here. I don't really see you and your ex getting back right now. Pay attention to the red flags and codependency. The signs are cautioning you, and addictions are affecting your romantic life. You are addicted, like I said, consumed to this person most likely, and you gotta cut the tie. It's really not a healthy thing, and you're gonna be stuck there, not knowing what to do, you know? No one wants to be in that position. Message about my current situation. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations again. And you're looking for love, aren't you? You're looking for love, and you're looking for, you know, what everyone else is looking for. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't settle. Don't be looking so hard that you find the first person you can and just angel message about my current situation. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It's on the horizon. So it seems like you and your partner are going to be separating right now, soon. You know, whether or not that means you never see each other again, or you like just break up temporarily. It seems like you're going to need a little break in order to progress further in the relationship you do have with the person. And if you're not in a relationship, I would say that that's what you need to do in order to find the right person. You know, you need to separate yourself from everybody and kind of take some time to yourself, because it's kind of hard to know what you want when everyone's so loud, you know. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Beautiful card. Don't you love that? What does Spirit want me to know crucially? The Fool. Well, new beginnings. New love. What about this new love, though? Knew it. Saw that coming. Be careful what you wish for. If you're wishing for a love situation, just be careful what you're wishing for. Because you could, you know, find a situation that's very, very exciting, adventurous. This is everything that you could have hoped for. It's fun. You know, you're having a great time and everything's good until this guy comes along and crushes your little heart. And basically, it's just something that you have to know ahead of time. Like, this could happen. But it seems like it is a loss because it seemed so great and fun in the beginning. Like, it made you feel free, alive, like no worries in the world. This person was like the knight on the white horse, you know? They saved you from a situation where you felt less than, or you just didn't feel as good as you feel with them. And so basically it ends in heartbreak because no one can hold up to those standards. And not that it's your fault, but, you know, it could be for other reasons as well. It just seems like that's going to be a sad thing where you feel like you lose the person. Everybody's just so negative tonight. Sorry about that, by the way. It's not up to me. It really is kind of crazy to think about. Holding on. I'm telling you, you're holding on to this situation, and it's really not a good idea. You hold on for your life, but it's really like you alone sitting there holding on, and it's just not a good look. You know, you got your pentacles, you got what you made, and that's all you have. And then it's like, what now, you know? Don't settle, you guys. Sorry, Buttercup. I'm just going through, you know, everybody. I'm trying to get to everyone, so, you know, trying to just kind of keep it moving with as many people as I can. So if, you know, at the end I may be able to go back and answer another question, but, or you can, you know, donate and then I'll answer your question. You'll get ahead of the line. But for now, I just really want to try to get to as many people as I can, so I hope you can understand that, okay? Do you think I'll be able to get an internship? If you think that you're lonely enough to deserve it, no. But I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is about, you know, someone who has their shit together, their money, their, you know, they have what they need, but basically they're pretty fucking lonely. So that can be discouraging. But I feel like if you're feeling lonely, you're feeling down, you're feeling like you have no life, then you're probably on the right track to getting that internship, because the Queen of Pentacles is also one who doesn't fuck around on her studies or what she needs to do to get, you know, things done. So whatever you need to do to get things done, that's what you need to do, and that's all that you need to be focused on. And then, of course, I think you can, yes. Oh, I am sorry. No, yeah, I answered your question, Buttercup. Way up in the beginning. Okay. I thought I answered your question in the beginning, Buttercup. I thought that question about, okay. What does Spirit want you to know about your love life? Would you like the romance angels, or, would you like the tarot? It is up to you. No, yeah, at the beginning, it says, your question was about the person you're going to be with, and I'm pretty sure I answered that one. Maybe I didn't. I don't know, but we're going to answer it now, since, you know.
Good boy.
You feel like I didn't, so maybe I didn't. I don't know. I may have skipped it. I just, because a few people did ask that same question, so I mean, it could have been somebody else. You know, if you feel like, you know, I didn't get to you, then obviously you would know. You know. So, the first question about, okay, wait, who... Who will I have a committed relationship with? Your next committed relationship? Let's see. Ooh, It looks like big changes and quick transformations are going to take place. And now, you know, a relationship that's trying to figure out how to trust each other is really not going to be very close at all. I mean, unless you're really putting your all into trusting each other again. But basically, I see a situation here where it ends in a destructive way. But there could also be the chance that you're going to want to wait around for somebody who's very closed off and hoping for this reunion. But very drastic changes very quickly with them. You're kind of in over your head on that one. And giving a lot more of yourself than receiving from them. There could be a third party involved. As time goes on and the seasons change, there's arguments and conflict, and somebody feels like they won. So it's not really a situation of fairness or a situation of like what's best for both sides. It's kind of a situation where one person wants to win overall, and that's what they'll do because that's what they always do with everybody. And that's just the way it is for them. Not your fault. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Definitely don't feel like it'll be long term with that person, whoever that is. Not going to be long term, and it's going to be a very intense situation though. Since we have that tower there, it's talking about transformations and life changes. You know, you just kind of growing something, and it's like you really have to know that it's holding you back. And I'm sure you can see it in the account records or whatever, but the person's not really worth your time. And you need to remember that. You need to know that when this time comes for you to release them. Okay. The High Priestess would be telling you that you already know what you need to know. Because the High Priestess is very intuitive. She's all-knowing. She always knows the situation intuitively. So whenever I see the High Priestess in a reading, I always ask the querent, you know, I tell the querent basically that what I think is that they probably already kind of have a gist of what the situation is talking about. And if they don't, then we look further into it. But most of the time they do kind of already know. Like if I'm explaining a situation to them, then the High Priestess comes out, I'll be like, and you already know what this is, what we're talking about, right? And most of the time it's yes. So sometimes past energy comes out, you know, it could happen again. We do, you know, patterns are a thing. You know, if it's unresolved, if it's an unresolved situation and you haven't healed from it, very likely to happen again in your life. You know, this could be a past situation, but it could also be the future situation for you if you haven't healed from it yet. Or if you just attract that same kind of person, you haven't learned about, you know, the things you need to learn about that person and how people like that are and how you can protect yourself from people like that, then it's very likely that you'll run into the same thing, you know? It's not, just because it's a past energy does not mean that it's not also a future energy, you know? And it kind of makes more sense that it would be a future energy if it was a past energy. You know, we wouldn't just think like certain things are going to happen that have never happened before. We would think that, you know, Well, that's good. That's really good. I'm glad you're saying that. That's good that you feel that way about it, because a lot of people are, it's harder for them. So good for you. I'm right, or the cards are right now. You know, I'm just relaying the message. So love doesn't hurt. Shouldn't. But sometimes it does. Thank you. That's all I'm trying to do here. Some of your spiritual gifts, Jenna. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So like the hermit, you know, you're a Virgo. You have the ability to retreat from the world, be by yourself on your own. It's kind of like a shaman. You know, you're by yourself and you learn that way. The wisdom, you know, things start to click, things start to come together. You start to realize what a situation really is and what it really means. So you need that time by yourself. You know, you can't just always be with other people doing what they want to be doing. You have to take that time by yourself to realize what it is you need to do. It's kind of like Pisces. They have to like recharge, and that's your opposite sign. So Pisces, they in the world, they'll be out in the world, and then they have to come back at home or wherever they feel safe and, you know, unload and recharge themselves, because being around people has caused them, you know, an energy depletion. So basically that's the same thing for you. I feel like you're kind of, you know, depleting your energy in that direction, but it's obviously a lot better than your sister. It's just a situation that you need to be careful in. Oh. Wow. Huh. Look at this, Jenna. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is the last card that came out. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type in expectations, okay? It could be Caleb, but I don't think it is. Because what I first get was wedding. This situation involves marriage. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You're focusing on yourself right now, but holy shit, that is when a person comes right the fuck in. I think there's someone who wants to speak with you, or there's someone you have had in mind but weren't really sure how to approach it, or something along those lines. It just seems like a situation that you need to know is coming very soon. So, yeah, somebody is coming. That's going to be funny. Can't wait to see who it is. Hopefully it's Caleb. But it seems like a new person. Remember the new love thing? So, we can do Jenny, Emily, and Jenny, Emily, and Kelly, and then we'll shut the list. Hi, Charlie Bear. What's your question, Miss Dior? Love from New York. Was that the person from the top? No, that was somebody else. Okay. I don't even see you up there, Miss Dior, but I'll just stop it after you. So let's see why he texted you. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This person wants to come back into your life for whatever reason. It could be that it's better. Oh, you were Asha. Okay, so I basically answered the question already. No, yeah, I answered that question. Confusing. You confuse me. I'm like, okay, I guess. I didn't see up there, but I guess we can, you know, like. Okay, am I with my soulmate? A number 1 through 10. A number 1 through 10. For Kelly. What do you think the answer to that question is? Either yes, you are, or calling in your soulmate as we speak, and your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Because either the situation you're in now, you wouldn't be asking that if there wasn't something you were unsatisfied with, right? You're not sure if this person's right for you or whatever it is. Basically, okay, the first card though that I got that I felt like I needed to pull before you gave the number was make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So basically, if you feel like this situation is really not for you, or you're not sure, can you hear me okay? I just realized my headphone fell off. If you feel like it's not for you, or you're not sure if it is for you, because whatever, you know, is happening, what was I going to say? Oh, that's something you really need to decide if that's what you want to put your effort into. We could be talking about a situation where this is something that you just feel isn't really right for you anymore, and you're kind of hoping that it doesn't just end like this. But again, we can't control people or change them. So if they're doing things that you really don't like, or you're not really feeling like you want to, you know, have long term, then there could be another person. But it is saying make the effort, so, you know, maybe you can fix things now, whatever the problem is. It could be the person you're with, but I also see it could be a new person. So it just depends on how you're feeling. You know your life better than I do, but in regards to these cards that are coming out regarding your question, I feel like you could answer that better than me by asking yourself if you're truly not satisfied with the situation now, and that's why you're asking. And so it could be a different person that this is talking about. Like maybe, because you know you can't change people. So if he doesn't ever change, would you be cool with what it is now? Well, no. General love. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Look at this. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. It could be talking about that friend. Worth waiting for. I don't know. That seems like it's talking about somebody else, right? Like, you know, it's going to be time before you guys get back together. Almost like a twin flame kind of situation. Like a, you know, but it's soulmates, so you may just have to give this time, and it would probably be better for you if you were just single right now, because you have feelings for the person, but it's like, I've never been this happy, but I still have feelings for my best friend. That's a tricky situation right there, sister. Oh yeah, the kitties. My nieces went. Well, my boyfriend's nieces went back to their to a different. You know, they went home to their city, so they have the kittens. So I'm sorry I don't have them tonight. We only have our cat and our dog. It's so sad. There's like 2 kittens and a cat gone. It's like so quiet here now. Yeah, I know. I started crying today when they. I was like, wow, I didn't realize like how attached I was to them. But you know, when you feed them every day, you start to see their little faces grow, and it was one of the Miss Dior. It was one of the first questions I answered. Um, but yeah, sorry about that. The cats and everything. Yeah, we were super bummed too. Emily, this is a general love reading, right? Hi, Divine New 44. Yeah, Kelly, you're in a sticky situation. Like, it seems like it could go either way. That's a hard place to be in. I think you just have to go with what makes you feel right. I mean, like, really right, though. Like you could do this for a long time. So Emily, it was general reading, right? Sorry, I keep, like, forgetting. General love, okay. Sorry. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Interesting. Katrina, 2 weeks ago you said my soon-to-be ex-husband wanted a second chance, and you were right. Okay. Hopefully that's, you know, something that you, I don't know, I mean, that could be good or bad for you, but that's cool that happened. Right on. Thank you, cards, for that message. And that I was able to kind of get it to you with, you know, through the cards, because it's not me, you know, it's the cards. It's just me relaying the information. But I feel like anyone can do this. It's not just like I'm special. It's like, you know, you just have to like want to do it, I guess. Of course, some people have like more intuition, I guess, than other people, but I feel like, you know, I feel like that was all the cards, you know. I'm just here reading them. But that's cool that happened for you. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Emily. Okay, let's see what else we can get for you. Tell me what Emily needs to know about her love life. I was going to say about her career. About her love life right now. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Don't be stuck in the past. Don't be hoping, you know, don't be so like set in the future that you're like not even enjoying now. You know, be you, be yourself, do things you love to do, and this person will notice you, and it will look a lot better. It will be like, oh yeah, I'm kind of missing that person in my life. Like, look at them just living life, you know, having a great time. Like, I don't really want to miss out on that. Healing family issues as well. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This one I relate with so much. I mean, seriously, if you have any issues from your family, you may not even think you do. A lot of people really don't think they do. They're like, my childhood was great. No, there's something there. There's something that you need to heal. So, just keep that in mind, that, you know, anything that you feel hung up on in any way, it could really be affecting your, you know, adult love life. And in ways that you could, like, if you really believe that nothing from your, you know, family has affected you in a negative way that you need to kind of heal from, I mean, I want to seriously go out on a whim and say that, like, literally that's just, everybody has something, you know? Everyone. But if you really believe that you don't, then it's kind of like, that's one of the things, is that if you can't see it and you can't identify it, then you think nothing's wrong, then maybe it's still kind of affecting your life in some way, and you're not aware of that, you know? Yeah, no, everyone, I mean, it doesn't matter, you don't have to, like, have a bad family. It's not about, like, being abused or anything, like, super crazy. It's just, you know, anything. I mean, from the smallest little thing. Like, have your relationships generally been good? Have you attracted, like, people that were good for you? Or have you been, like, have you not attracted people that were good for you? Because, like, you know, whoever you've been attracting, whatever the patterns have been, like, that's what you kind of have to look at. Like, why is that happening, you know? And it could have to do with something from your childhood. Like, for some reason you keep going back into that direction. And not to say it's all your parents' fault and it's all your fault, but sometimes, you know, there's just something that you just didn't get enough of, or that you just didn't really have experience with, and maybe you were sheltered in a certain way or something, I don't know, I mean. Sorry, hang on a second, you guys. Yeah, this is, the list is closed, you guys. But, The last person I had was, I think, Emily, or no, yeah, Emily, or was it Charlie? Hi, Sarah Love. Okay, who was I on? Can you remind me? I don't even remember. If you guys want to ask a question, you can, you can go ahead and donate if you feel like donating. But the list is closed right now. But I have a couple more people I know for sure that I had to answer. So Jenny. Charlie. I feel like I was on somebody still. Was I still on somebody? I was doing their general? Was it Emily? I'm sorry I got sidetracked for a second. Emily, did I finish your question? I'm sorry, I totally don't remember. What did I say about Emily? Oh yeah, healing family issues, right, okay. Attraction. Healing family issues and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So you're like saying, yeah, no, I don't have anything I need to heal for my family. So this could be a childhood thing, something that happened in your childhood, when you were living with your family. Or maybe you are now, but I don't know. But, when you were for sure living with them. When they for sure were in your life and had an influence. Like maybe it happened around that time. There's something that needs to heal. Maybe it's just, you miss them or you feel very connected to them. Now you're separated and it's kind of affecting things. I mean, there's just something that, you would know better than I do, but everyone's got something. But basically here, stay optimistic about your love life. It kind of seems like you are, so I feel like you can already know this. It's not really something that you really need to be told. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. I feel like this is talking about a new person coming into your life. Like there could be a new person that's coming in very soon, or even they're already there, you know what I mean? Because attraction, chemistry, it seems like this is a situation where maybe you kind of already know the person. You may have overlooked them, or you may just know a person and not even have considered them yet. I feel like you're moving forward in a really strong way. Like in your life, you're progressing a lot right now, and that's something that's going to really work for you in your love life as well. Like people are noticing that shit, and somebody's going to be very attracted to that. It's kind of like you're on top right now. Like you're seeing everything from a perspective of, above everybody. Not like you're better than people, but like, just like you're seeing things in a way that other people aren't seeing them, I guess you could say. It's like you kind of see that it's almost like the world is at your fingertips or something. That's cliche, but it's like, yeah, you've been doing really well. I'm not surprised because it seems like things are just going well for you right now. I mean, look. And people are in your corner. People are celebrating you. And they're happy for you, And you're kind of pushing forward in a direction. Very quickly you're making, you're taking actions. It's kind of a forceful energy in a way, but it's nothing stopping you, Nothing stopping you. Could be a fire sign person. Or this is just talking about that same thing. No one's stopping you. Very fiery energy, very, you're just pushing through. There you go. Yeah, very ambitious. I don't know why we're opening the list. It stopped at Charlie. Remember? Now you're making me feel like really bad that I have to, I did say at one point that, it was going to be those last three, but I'm trying to have boundaries here. But, let's see here. You know what we could do is, You know what's fun is like doing those other readings where I just post a video for you guys specifically. I kind of like doing those. So is that cool if we do it for that? That's you know, let's do that for those last who is it? That it, Divine, New, 44, and Sarah, love. Email me and I will do a personal reading for you through email. But I'll do I do a video for you on your question, post it on YouTube, send you the link. You can let me know if I can post it publicly or not. It's up to you. No one else will see it but you. And unless you say I can post it publicly, then I'll do that. And it'll just have your name. You're the only one who gets the link, so you know, at that time after you watch it or whatever, you can let me know if I can post it publicly or not. It's up to you. It doesn't matter to me either way. It's totally up to you. So, and it's kind of like a intimate, personal, in-depth thing, so it's kind of cool. I don't think you'll, be against that. But, if you are, let me know now or forever hold your peace, because that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I kind of like doing those, like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, sometimes after a while I get into an energy where it's like I need to just kind of like get off here. And so like I try to like say ahead of time like, okay, this is going to be the last person, and I try to like drive with it and go with like what, other people come on. I try to like, okay, we can do you, I'm not trying to be like all like anal about it. It's just like I want to give my best, like the most energy I have, and sometimes I get really like just drained after doing, question after question. So like I don't mind doing that. I mean, I love doing that. That's why I do that. That's why I come on here and do this. But it's like after a while I need to like stop doing it. But then like later on when I do those personal readings for people, it's kind of like, I feel like I'm more awake and I've gotten a little space from, all the energies I've, taken in from all these different readings. So it's kind of like a better headspace. So it's kind of a cool little thing. So, hello. Okay, Jenny, what do I need to expect this weekend? My ex will be dropping off our kids. Joy, the ex. Love those exes. They're an ex for a reason. But you got kids with them, so it's not really an option to not ever talk to this motherfucker again, right? Release your ex and free yourself. Okay, I guess I didn't speak too soon. The time has come to clear your energy, and it's time to take back control of your life. This person seems like they're kind of in a way still controlling you in some way. Like it's like they have control for whatever reason. Like even though you have your own life and you're co-parenting, it's like they still have control over you in some way, probably just because of the kids. So basically you do have a chance to, the cards are saying you need to free yourself. It doesn't matter if you have kids, just do something else. Seems like they're really just not a good vibe for you. And new love could be coming in. A new person has sturdy romantic feelings very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Exactly. It's all about manifestation. It's all about taking action on those manifestations that you have. You gotta see it first and then do that shit. You know what I mean? Like take action on it. But I know it's like a lot more difficult than that, but it's just good. I'm glad it's confirmation, yeah. Because it seems like this is just, bye. Like don't even question it. I think we've had kind of previous conversations about it a little bit, so yeah, it just seems like something that yeah, it seems like just something that needs to just, be done. putting in my email for those of you. It's the people. Okay, this is for. It's okay for the typo. Okay, so Divine New 44 and Sarah Love and who's the other person? There was another person. Wasn't there a third person? Oh, that it. That's right, that it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, thank you. I totally had to like look back. I know, but it's exciting because look at this. Yeah, new love very soon. I don't want to say like maybe it's almost like the ex is picking up on that and they're like trying to, you know, it's not like they're magical, you know, how are they picking up on it? But I'm just saying, you know how sometimes you can like feel when someone's slipping away out of your life, like they're just really like almost about done and you're going to lose them. And you just kind of feel that shit, so maybe they're feeling that. Even though they're like with somebody else, I'm pretty sure you said, but it's like it doesn't matter, like they're not letting you go, and that's fucking annoying because it's really just ruining your existence. I mean, it's not ruining your existence, that's dramatic, but I mean, it's kind of fucking with you, you know, and it's like, leave me alone. So, and it seems like this person doesn't really come from like they're kind of like causing you a lot of like troubles. Like it's not like they actually like just want things to be cool. It's like they really want to like make things uncool for you. They like don't want you to be happy and shit. Like that's not a good energy at all. So sorry about the little miscommunication today, you guys. I'm not trying to be anal about things. I just, you know, I want my energy to be, wow. You know how many cards I just dropped right now? Whew. Telling you. You wanna see? Do you see all those? It's like, yep, that's happening. So, I appreciate you guys too, I really do. I like talking to you guys. I wish we could be in person. Things would be like a lot different, you know? Things would be like a lot, I feel like the energies would just be more in depth, of course, but, so Charlie, yeah, let's do it. Let's do your reading. What you want to know? Girl. Let's do it. I love this deck. The Romance Angels. It's awesome. It's giving us some pretty accurate readings, like seriously. Not sure you can answer, but looking at energies around having kids. Okay. There actually is a card for that. Let's see if it comes out, first of all. Then we can look at the tarot, though. Get a little more in-depth on that. Okay, so tell me about her likelihood of having kids. We want to know what the likelihood of Charlie having kids is. Oh, that'd be cool. I'm not that big yet. I mean, it's kind of like, probably only like 10 people would show up, if that, if that. I mean, seriously. Like, where would we meet? You guys are in New York? Or some of you are? That's pretty far from California. We'd have to like meet halfway or something. But that would be fun. I'd be down. Ireland? Wow, that's cool. New York's cool too. I've always wanted to go there. Like, I still want to really go there. And I just don't know if I'll ever go there. But my mom, one of her, well, she's been married twice, but her ex-husband is from New York, and his family's from New York and everything. So it's like kind of cool because, well, actually, it might be from Jersey actually. So it's close, but actually, yeah, I think they're from Jersey. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I've always wanted to go there and shit. Yeah, actually, you know what's funny is my brother, you know, my mom's son, that her husband, like, that has a family over there, their son together, my older brother, he's actually been to Ireland, and he said it was awesome. He liked it. So that'd be kind of cool. How do you just travel so much, Jenna? That's fucking so cool. I haven't been anywhere except, like, Hawaii. Been there when I was, like, 7. I went with my family, and that was, like, really nice. I mean, Hawaii's cool as fuck. But, like, that's pretty much it. California is about it. That's so cool that you've been places. It's, like, awesome. Like, that's super cool. I mean, that's, like, really cool. You guys just up and move all the time? Like, you just, like, it's kind of your thing? Like, you guys, like, just travel a lot? 'Cause that's pretty fucking cool. So, do you live in New York City? Right now? Or, like, where in New York do you live? Hawaii's super cool. Okay, passion. And wedding. So that would be kind of the ideal, right? To have children, it'd be like, you know, you're married or what. Well, I mean, not every, this day and age you don't have to be, but. Do you know who Julian Casablancas is? I think he lives in New York. And it would just be super cool if, like, you ever met him and shit. That'd be cool. He's probably all, like, quarantined right now and shit, but. Oh, you're getting married in April. Okay. And so it seems like that was a very passionate connection, and that's probably why you're getting married, because it's like, oh yeah, this is my person right here. So let's see about children. Seems like we could be leading up to that. Very soon. Let your friends help you. New love. Okay. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So about kids, do that. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help, or blah, blah. Ask for and accept support from others. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. What? I thought this was your person. Okay, let's get one more. Pick a card 1 through 10, okay? Okay. Alright, got another card that fell out, but, thanks. I'm just gonna finish this last question. Go ahead and do all that. do all that good stuff. But Charlie, can you pick 1 through 10? Yeah. You see these cards flying around? Woo! 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, look at this, dude. So first of all, we had that new love card, right? Don't isolate from your friends, by the way, too, because I feel like that could happen because it's saying let your friends help you. Let your friends help you. Let people in. Do not block people out because it's going to be important to you when anything hits the fan or shit happens or goes down. You know, and that goes for anybody, but I'm just saying in your situation, I hate to like say this, and I don't want to like confuse you. I mean, anything could happen. This could go in any way, whatever. Right now, it's saying new love and separation. So, new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and separation, time apart from your partner, is on the horizon. So, very interesting because we have passion, wedding, very soon, let your friends help you, new love, separation. And then, your card, number 7. Engagement. I'm so sorry. I know it's confusing. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This new person comes in and bam, you guys really get along, don't you? What the fuck, right? Damn, that is, like... That's kind of... I hope it's, like, you know... It kind of seems like you separate from the person you're with and then it's like... There's a new person and you get engaged to them. I mean, I don't even want to go there, but I mean, it could happen. Fuck, dude. See, I hate doing that because, like, I don't want... Because you're about to get married, I don't... But you know what? Look, this is your life, okay? You want to marry this person, go ahead and marry them. You know, it's not like because the card said, like, you're going to separate. You might not. I mean, it's not like it's going to happen for sure. This is just from right now. It kind of seems like that's what's going to happen. But honestly, you could decide to do anything. Say you push your wedding like a month later, everything could change. You know, say you push it a month, you take it a month earlier, everything could change. You know, say you lose your job, things could change. Say, you know, anyone in your family, you have a loss, and, you know, I'm not saying this can happen, but just for example, anything could happen and change the whole course of your direction, and the whole, you know, your free will is very powerful. So you decide to do something different than what you had already decided to do. Like right now, whatever you're planning on doing, say you change something about that, like something little or big, but you change it and it changes your whole course of direction. Same with the guy you're gonna marry. He could change something and then things could change, you know? So I'm not saying like this is doomed to shit and you're just gonna have you know, like you guys are gonna separate and then, but from what the cards are saying, it looks like that's a possibility. But I don't think you should like not get married if that's what you're planning on doing. You know, you already know what you're trying to do. So I mean, it's like, you know, it's not gonna be the end of the world even if this does happen. It's like, you know, it's just, you know, I don't think you should be discouraged. I mean, I don't think you should be discouraged. I just think you should do what you feel is right. And sometimes it ends up not being right, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like you shouldn't have that experience. It's really up to you what you want to do. But if you feel like you want to marry this person, then go ahead, you know? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you decide that you guys don't work out, then hey, you know, it's all right. It's all good. It is what it is, you know? And then a new person comes along and tries to marry you a third time. It's like, woo. I mean, shit, that's so funny to me. I mean, it's not funny, it's like, it's crazy, but it's like, wow. People just want to marry your ass. People just want to marry you. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. You have a situation here, my friend, and you got to make a decision. This is pretty interesting here. I would love to do a personal reading, just you and me on this, because maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. But this is like funny. I mean, it's not funny, haha. Like it's just it's just a lot. Bottom of the deck, we have somebody who's kind of going their own way, not giving a shit, not asking for permission, just doing what they feel like they need to do for themselves. Not a bad energy, great energy. A lot of people wish they could do that. Like myself, wish I could be more like that. This is talking about you making a decision too soon, like a hasty decision. Like, oh, oops, wish I didn't do that, but I did. And this is talking about because you care a lot. You're very caring about the situation. It could be talking about a new person trying to come on in and you putting something to rest, or you either shutting them down or or putting something to rest that you're currently in and, you know, letting that person in. And, you know, there's a lot of love there. There's an abundance of love. Then we also have the King of Cups, which is matching with the Queen of Cups, which is talking about a relationship here, a relationship. And it's most likely a relationship that makes you feel very free. So in your relationship now, do you feel kind of held back, or do you feel kind of restricted, or like this kind of like wouldn't be able to work? Like it's kind of like you don't know how you're gonna, you know, like there's certain things that you just feel like you can't be yourself. Like if that's how you feel at all in the relationship you're in now, then I would say that this is probably talking about a different relationship that you feel more alive in, or maybe just free. You know, you feel free and able to be yourself, which is actually a really great thing. And also we have here, of course, you know, you going and doing whatever the fuck it is that you feel like you need to do, which is not a bad energy at all. It's a good thing. And like not worrying about how other people are affected, not like purposely hurting people and going out and doing that and not giving a shit, but just like, you know, you're living your life how you feel you need to. And sorry, like I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but this is my life too. Like you know, it's not just about how other people are affected. Like it's not like I'm trying to affect people. I'm not going out and doing things to people. You know, I'm just doing what I feel is right. So I don't think that's a bad thing. This is you though having to make a decision. Like you will be at a point in time where you have to make some decision that will, well, I mean all the time, but like, you know, this is a situation that's going to be, you know, there's going to be a decision to make here. So very interesting. I liked that one for sure. Very interesting. Keep me on the edge of my seat, you know. This is the first relationship I feel free and the old ones were controlling. Okay, good. So maybe we're just talking about, okay, you're putting that person who comes into your life, you're putting them down and saying, no, I'm in a situation where I feel free enough, I feel happy enough, I don't want to fuck this up. That's a possibility as well. Yeah, so it could just be this relationship. Especially if you do feel like free in this relationship and like you can be yourself, that's something that I would never like advise against. That's a great energy. That's what a lot of people want and a lot of people don't get. So I mean, that seems like that's what you need. Right? That seems like a good thing to go for. I mean, if you know, anyone could probably see that this is, if you feel free and you can be yourself and you can be who you are, you know, you don't have to hold yourself back or change. That's ideal. That's the thing you want, you know. Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I see that, you know, if you feel free in this relationship you're in now, I wouldn't say that there's any that you would, you know, want to go away from that. That seems like obviously something that's very ideal for most people. Most people would wish that they would have something like that. Or that's what we're always, you know, hoping when we first get with somebody. It's like, oh, you know, they start to like things about you, but then they might start not liking things. But if this person's like just letting you be you, that's like a blessing, you know? Exactly. Disregard what the cards say. That's what I'm saying too. Like I know I'm a card reader, but it's like this is your life. You know, you can't don't think this is set in stone. Don't think this is your life, you know, what needs to happen. If you're happy, that's what I mean. Like do what you need to do. Do what you feel is right. This is your life. You know, I'm just reading cards. It's not but it's still your life. So I would never want you to do something just because the cards say something that you feel like you need to do. No, if you feel like this is a good thing for you, then, you know, it's a good thing. Even if you guys like don't last forever, just say nothing's saying you won't. But if you don't last forever, you know, then you don't last forever. But it's not like you need to like change anything if you don't feel like you need to, you know. That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. That's a good thing. That's a great thing. He balances me. That's cute. That's good. Fuck yeah. Yeah, then why would, you know, you're good. Then why would you change? I'm the fiery one, he is calm. Yeah, you gotta love that. Sometimes you need, you know, calm. You need that opposite. That's kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind of how it is in my life too. I'm so calm, people think I'm emotionless. It's like so far from the truth, but my boyfriend's the one who's like silly and funny, and I'm like all serious. And yeah, I would not even be, I'd probably be a pretty dull person if I didn't have him in my life. Like, you know, sometimes I'm like, okay, like it's not the time to joke. Like you're joking right now, like, and it's annoying. But like, I know at the same time that like, you know, there wouldn't be, like, my life would be so dull and just too serious if he wasn't around. Well, you know, you don't know me that well. I am pretty kind of like too serious. I guess. I'm just bipolar, lol. Divine knew. You're funny. We all can be a little bipolar sometimes. I mean, especially as women, it's not fair. Guys don't get it. They just don't. It's just different for us. We have, you know, I guess an excuse. We really don't, but I mean, you know, in a way, it's like they have it easier a little bit. But at the same time, you know, there's things that are harder for men, you know, that women don't have to like go through, you know. Like guys think that, a lot of guys think that, oh, women can like get anything they want just because they're women, and I mean, that's not always true. But more than men probably, yeah. Okay, in certain ways, yeah, but you know, I know like my boyfriend is like, certain people in this world, you know, guys that are good looking, they can get things too, just the same, and even better, even easier than women, because you know, people will help them just because they're good looking or whatever, and they're cute, and you know, they get a lot of what they want just because of that. And it's kind of like a lot of women are looked down upon and like judged very harshly, where men are kind of not, you know, in certain ways, and you know, sometimes vice versa. So, but in my experience, a lot of the guys I know get what they want just because they're good looking. So it's kind of like what they're accusing women of. But I think they mean that in a different way for women. Like they get what they want because they, you know. But that's not women's fault. That's on men. You know, that's your guys' weakness, not mine. You know. But same with men. That you know, that's the women's weakness with them, not theirs. So it balances itself out, I guess, right? Yeah, we're just kind of like rambling now, but yeah, it's. Oh, I love talking with you guys. Okay, well, yeah, you know what's funny? They say, you know how they say, like, okay, people, like the sailors in the, like back in the day or whatever, not in the day, like way before that, but like in those stories, you know, where there's like the women, the mermaids, they would pull the men in and, you know, drown them, and it was like supposed to, it, like, people represent it as if it means like women were like evil creatures who just used, or just ate men alive and just, like lured them away into the ocean just so they could, like, you know, drown them or whatever. And it's like, yeah, exactly, sirens. And but you know what, I was reading this book, it's kind of a funny book, and it was talking about how, like, really the thing about that is not really that women are just like these evil creatures, it's that men had so much control, and they still, you know, in some sense do, but nowadays it's obviously a lot different. But back then especially, it was like not even a question. Like, it was men had control, and women just were like, you know, had to do certain things or were there for certain purposes, you know. But like, they didn't have much say so, and so for women to get some kind of control of their own lives, they had to kind of seduce men and get them to kind of, you know, so that they can get some kind of power and some kind of control over their own lives, you know, because they couldn't any other way. So really, I mean, that's kind of fucked up that they're now being seen as like, oh, that means that they're like evil women. No, it's just that, you know, they didn't have any fucking power or control over their lives, so that's the only way they could do it. And that's your guys' weakness, you know. But that's actually pretty smart that they did that. And what else, you know? It's not like they're evil. They just want equality. They want to be able to do what men can do. So, that's how I see it now. It's kind of different. It's not like they're just evil. You know, everyone pretty much in this world has the same problems as everyone else. So people just forget about that sometimes. But, yeah, they can. Gina, if you want to donate, I will ask or answer your question real quick because we are. Wow, it's 1 a.m. That's crazy. I had no idea. But yeah, I can go ahead and answer it for you. I'm still gonna do your guys's through email. But if you're here now and you want to do that, since we're rambling on and we're still here, might as well. And please let me know what you were donating on, because I don't have anything right now through that link. Oh my god, that's my alarm. Okay, what's your name on here? Cause KNGNS. Oh wait, no, that's not it. PayPal.May. Oops, why did you do that? KNGBiz. That's the PayPal link, and if you want to do Cash App, it is J Katrina 828. That's the cash tag. It's 4 a.m. Oh my goodness. Wow. Do you guys hear that alarm? It's kind of obnoxious, but it's not gonna stop. Get down on that elevator music type alarm. I don't see you here, Yena. I'm not trying to be anal about it, but it's like, come on, don't be like that. Don't be taking advantage. And if it pops up any second now, forgive me then, you know. That's my mistake. But, you know, I know some people in the past have been like, oh, I donated, and they didn't, and it was like, that's kind of messed up. Because you could have come on when I was doing the readings free. And I do quite a few of them free. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, be all, like, stingy with it, but it's like, you know, gotta meet me halfway sometimes, you know. Hit subscribe, hit that bell, and then you'll see exactly when we come on. Then you can ask your question free. You know, I give you a pretty good chance to do that, I would say. Would you say? I would say. Oh, I don't know. The alarm is just... Yeah, that was funny. That was a good night. When that person did that, I was like, okay. Cool. You know, like, people have nothing better to do, I guess. I don't either, so shit. You know, like, you know. Let me get that. Let me get that. Oh, and it just goes off right when I get up to turn it off. Oh my god, deja vu right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's... I swear to god right now. Even that name, Steve Tate, that's deja vu right now. That's weird as fuck. What is your significance in my life? Why are you here? What do you come for? No. Who are you? Why are you here? What brought you here today? How did you, you know? I don't know. I just think that's a trip when I get deja vu like that. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it is, right? Super crazy. Brittany. Who is this Brittany Bowen person? Because I've seen a bunch of different names. Are you okay? Who's Brittany Bowen? Because I see that. Really? What's her username though? Because Brittany Bowen, the other day, remember we had those readings where they were sending them by, they would, you know, hit me up by email, and I do their reading, and somebody hit me up that said that they were Brittany, and but then they had a different name on their like Gmail, so I was like you can see the video I did, the one that says Brittany or Tanya Brittany. That's when I was like, I don't know which name to use, but so I don't even know though if that's even, if someone just said that, like I don't know. Because I see Brittany Bowen's here and that's it. And that was at 1:03, so like literally just happened. Where are you, Brittany? Show yourself. Reveal yourself. And Steve Tate, what is your purpose here? We need to know. Because I got deja vu seeing that name. But it was before I saw that name. It was just along with it, that name. Okay. You donated. Did you have a question? Thank you for the donation, by the way. You confuse me with your names. Unless you just had one name. Was that you on the email? Please tell me it was, because if it wasn't, then... That was your email, right? The other day? Or was it not? Because then I have, then I gotta, you know, look into that a little more. Figure out what the hell happened there. But wait, did I answer, did you get your reading the other day? Brittany? Because I did a reading for you. Your phone died that day? So, okay, let me get this straight though. You didn't email me that day? Because remember you were on the list and I said, oh yeah, email me and I'll do a reading for you, right? So, did you email me that day or did you not? Because somebody emailed me saying that they were Brittany. But they had a different name, so I was not sure if it was you or if it was somebody else. Just saying they were you, but if it wasn't you, like that pisses me off. But like, if it was you, then perfect. It wasn't you. No, her name wasn't even Brittany. No. Remember, okay, we were on the live stream and you were like one of the last people in the list. And I was like, okay, the rest of the people that are in the list still email me and I'm going to if you email me and I'll send a reading to you. And like individual readings. And somebody emailed me saying, I was on the list, I'm Brittany. And I said, what was your username? Because their username was different on Gmail. And they said Brittany Bowen. And I know that was the Brittany that I was looking for, but I don't know if they just said that, you know? Okay, yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. See, it's stuff like that that I really am annoyed with, but okay. Because it's just like, people just like pushing boundaries. So let's see. Oh wait, okay. My question is, will I ever have a happy, stable relationship? If so, with whom? Ah! Okay, fear holds you back though. I feel like, obviously I want to say yes because I feel like of course you will at some point, but we don't know that for sure. But what I can tell you is that fear is holding you back from harmony in your life. Is there Sagittarius in your life by any chance? Or somebody that you're interested that's a Sagittarius, or someone from your past, or like there's something about a Sagittarius in your life, or if there's not, then we're talking here about, the harmony and the peace that you, and the balance. But I'm just throwing it out there because it is a Sagittarius card. But, actually it does seem like it's a bit more about the balance and harmony though, because then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and that even more is talking about a person who's stable, has their shit together. It's like you've been solo, and that kind of like when you're single, it seems like you do a lot better than to say, or than when you're in a relationship, because when you're in a relationship, it could become like, and maybe you don't even know this yet, but when you are in a relationship, it's a lot different. It's like you don't feel stable anymore. You get consumed by it possibly, and it's just not, you don't have your shit together as much. So it's kind of like a thing you're gonna have to learn how to balance, You need to make sure you're with a person who's able to take responsibility for themselves and basically not gonna put everything on you and make you feel like you need to take responsibility for them, because that is not going to be something that you can thrive in. So basically, I feel like you have a lot of fears and a lot of anxieties, and it's kind of like getting in the way of you finding somebody to be with. But basically, when you do reach out to somebody or try to, continue that again, like you try to get out there again and start dating, make sure you're dating a person who has their shit together just like you do, and make sure they're showing signs of like they can take responsibility for things, they can own up for things that they've done, they can like admit when they're wrong. These are things that you're gonna need to look at because that's something that is only gonna be like, if you're dating anybody who is not doing those things, like it's never gonna end in a good way. It's just not, because you take a lot of responsibility for yourself, and so if you get with a person, it needs to be the same. They need to be on that same level. And I feel like they also need to have their shit together and make money, not because it's about material things, but it's like you need to have someone that's on your level, or else someone could, try to take advantage of your kindness and your willingness to kind of be giving, wanting to take care of things, but it's like it's not just you who needs to take care of things. It's like it needs to be both. So we do have a Tower moment here. It looks like your relationships are going to be pretty transformative in your life. Like it's going to change. I mean, no shit, right? But it's going to really put you in a different kind of state of mind to where afterwards, like not saying you'll be completely fucked over or anything necessarily, but it just seems like whatever happens is very intense, and that connection, it leaves you in a certain state of mind where you're feeling like you want to be more free after that. So it's kind of a good thing. But it doesn't really probably feel like a good thing when you're going through it, so just, bear with yourself. I mean, basically, this is a situation that it might be your next relationship, you know? It seems like it's a pretty intense situation where you end up after it, you feel like, okay, I just want to be free. And not like you just don't want to ever date again, but you just want, like, you put yourself as a priority more. And, like, what you want in your life is, like, what you're putting more as a priority because you see how it can go. So I feel like you kind of need to get into that one connection that makes you feel like, I mean, I would never, like, want you to be in a situation like that, but it seems like that's kind of the gist, is that you're going to be in a situation that you feel like you can't be yourself, or you feel a little restricted, and then after that you feel like, okay, I'm never doing that again. You know, like, I know better and I'll never do that again. You know, and it's just kind of puts you on a path of, like, better relationships, because you're, like, putting your needs first and not just, like, willing to let somebody tell you what you need to do, what's not good for you, you know? That's good, yeah. Okay, so maybe that's what you're on now. Like, do you feel like it was, like, a big transformation for you? Like, it was, like, a huge, like, everything is just kind of different now, like, completely just transformed into a whole new person? Because if so, then that's a good thing. You've already been through that. That means you don't have to go through that again. And so right now you could be single for a while. You know, because you're in this whole mode of wanting to just feel free, wanting to just feel like you can do what you need to do without having anybody tell you that you shouldn't or that you can't, you know, or making you feel bad for it. So let's see about your love life, though. Let's ask the romance angels what that's looking like when that does happen. Tell me about her love life. In this current moment, what do we need to know about her love life? When it gets off the ground again, will this happen soon? You know, what do we need to know about the person or the people that she does date, or the situation that she's in? Will it be long term? Like, what do we need to know? How will this happen? Just give us the gist of what needs to be known about this situation. Watch, worth waiting for, watch. Oh, I was wrong. Okay. Oh, wow. Like I said, finances and career, right? Like I said, make sure this person is on your level financially, stability-wise, responsibility-wise within their own lives. Do not let do not give your time to a person who is fucking up. Do not give your time to a person who is not exactly on your level in ways that you can recognize. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but make sure that this person can meet you halfway, can take care of themselves just like you can take care of yourself. You know, you're no one's mother, and no one should have to do that. Look at this beautiful set of cards here. Honeymoon, passion, this could be the one. That is... Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. You might meet this person during the holidays. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Open yourself up to the person, basically. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. How's that? This could be somebody you know. Well, apparently it's somebody you know. So this could have been, you know, somebody that I don't think it's really a person you've ever been with before. I think it's probably a person that you may have overlooked, maybe a friend, maybe a person just that you see all the time, like every week at the market or something. You don't really know them. I mean, I don't think it's a person you've really been romantically involved with before. It seems like it's like somebody you've never really gone there with, but you know them already. Maybe you kind of already have an idea who it is, but I don't feel like you guys have gone deep before. You know, like this is like a person that you know, but not like that yet. So it hasn't been ruined yet. It hasn't been tainted yet. There's nothing that's stopping you from giving it a try. This could be the one. So if that person's on your level in every fucking way, then I would say go for it. If not, I would say be careful. You know, be careful anyway, but... Alright, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Thanks so much, and thanks for clearing that up, Brittany. That sucks that wasn't you. That really bums me out, but, yeah. yeah, it seems like you could know this person already. Like you see them all the time, but you just don't really know them like that, you know? But you're about to, or if, you know, if you allow it. But, you know, this could be a really good thing for you. I hope you tell me more about it as time goes on, as, you know, this, if something does happen with it, if you allow it to, because we do have free will, so, you know, it is up to you to allow it or not. So, yeah, thanks for coming and asking your question. Thanks for the donation. I really do appreciate it. To the people who did donate and the people who just came in general, I really appreciate you guys being here. It's fun to do these readings, so I actually went longer than I was going to, than I thought I could today, so I think because we chilled for a little and didn't do any readings and kind of talked about random shit, that it kind of like gave me a second to catch up. So cool, we got through, and I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow, maybe the next day, not sure, but yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming, you guys. Bye. Have a good night.